Hello. Well, I'm just doing this video or videography, video to just talk with my own self. To talk some crazy things which I do speak into my mind usually. Let me get this closer. Yeah, which I do speak with my own self. So I thought it will be better that I will speak my own self in some real words, not in my mind, because my mind is full of information, is getting overloaded. So it's better to just speak up, just to say the things. Okay. So I love this music, by the way. It's really good music. It is not sound, it's actually the vibration. And vibration too matters. Vibration, that means frequency. And what this frequency means? Energy. That what matters. When you listen to this, your mind gets sync. If your mind also having the same frequency, it will be synced with this frequency, the frequency of the music. And whenever the sync happens, now everything goes into the tune. The tuning of yourself will be better, and that's what matters. And that's where the motivation of music comes from. Yeah, now I got that. Okay. The thing I wanted to say, let me see my Facebook dream. Yeah, why do we dream? Yeah, dreams are people to see that dream. You have to be dreamer. What does that mean? Why do we dream? Well, where it happens, it happens in your subconscious mind. People to say, but what is subconscious mind then? Well, which is not conscious. Then what is conscious? Conscious means senses. And what senses are? That means touch, smell. Those are senses. See, smell, touch. Yeah, those are senses. And the subconscious mind, I think that will be relating with the feeling thing. Yeah, subconscious is related with the feelings. And consciousness is what I see, what I touch, what I smell. That is related with consciousness. And those data captured by your senses will be connected with the subconscious mind's feelings. So, yeah, feelings are made in the subconscious mind because that is original one. The energy I told you about, the feeling is that energy which gives the force to your senses. Yeah, now I got that. So yeah, where are we? Why do we dream? Dream? Well, I don't know why do we dream, but it depends on you. Imagination. What do we say when if you do say imagination? How people can imagine? You have got so many of data, informations all around you. You to gather this information. I said before, by hearing and by seeing, and touching as well, smelling. By the senses, you to gather the informations into your mind. Your mind stores each and every information, each and every single information. So imagination it happens by how you do use those informations. That's what the imagination will work. Yeah. So in that sense, I will say that you can imagine anything, any single thing, any single thing. And if you can imagine, that means that things has to be existed. Because in maths, there is a simple logic. If A is equals to B and B is equals to C, then that is quite obvious that A is equals to C. So that means if the data of around the world be captured, and that and those data captured is stored into the mind, and the mind to imagine. So that means whatever we do imagine, that must have to be existed, not existed, or that can be exist. Yeah, I got that. Got it. Perfect. What is spirituality? Spirit. What is spirit then? What is soul? Soul, spirit. What is those things? Well, those are energy. I don't know how you to say energy. Yeah, we do say energy, yeah, energy, energy, but I mean, how you to define that thing? You cannot define a feeling. As I said, subconscious things, the original things, you cannot define them. You can feel them. That's where the difference comes. The real things, the original, genuine, you do feel them. You do feel it. You cannot define it. And yeah, really, you cannot say them in words. You can express it. That's where the beauty of these real things lies, you know. Yeah. The most genuine thing that can ever exist in this world or any world you can ever imagine is love. I mean, not the love you are thinking. I mean, I don't know what kind of thinking you do have. That what you do think of love is always not a couple thing or a romance thing. In no way. My kind of love is not that. I do not talk that kind of love, brother. It's different. It's really different and rare. The love I'm talking about is connection. We are all connected. People say this kind of things too often, that we are all connected. Yes, we are connected. By responding called as love. Love is what? Love is, I mean, as I said before, you cannot define them. You just feel it. You just feel it true. And when you feel it, I mean, it's out of this world. And you just feel it so hard that you just do anything for it. I mean, I got a message. I don't know who's that. Alright, so I have written, I have written a very interesting speech, and I would love to share with you. This is valid. No? Yeah, you love it. Everyone have a different self inside them, the pure and the genuine one, who just wants to be happy and fill the world in the purest way. But only few are able to take that person out to this world because it takes losing of your own self to get the real you. Be courageous to take this step. Stop thinking about what someone else will going to think because inside of them, they too want the same thing, happiness. So, happiness. At the end, after all, we are all a human, an energy which is just pure. Just be you and do what makes you happy genuinely. That won't hurt anyone. Never. Truth hurt no one. It only hurts the lies and the reality, which is just an illusion. So be that person soon. It's never too late. Believe and don't give up. Simple as that. Wow. Good one. I did write that. And that's true, I mean. Ultimately, the society we to say, I mean, that what someone else will going to think. That someone else also want to be happy. Just take out any single person and ask them, are you happy? Genuinely, purely, they'll say no. And the reason why the answer will be no is we don't think too much of what someone else will going to think about this. You know, individualism. We are connected, but yet we are individual as well. If individual, we're going to work better than the connectivism, than the society will eventually work better. That is simple thing. Every individual will going to work. That is not selfishness to work for your own self. That is being pure. That is being genuine. That is being unique. And the and these pure things, this kind of as I've said before, it's really hard to explain the things which you feel. which you feel original, which you feel genuinely. It's really hard to express them. Not express them, but say them. Expressions are always better, you know. You can express them, yeah. It's really good, you know, feeling good. But as I said, I mean, everyone wants to be genuinely happy inside of them. But why? I mean, why someone will, you know, this wrong energy, not wrong, but yeah, maybe say it as wrong. This hatred or anger or jealousy or anything that it is that you will get, those are absence of the pure energy things. Hatred is absence of love, sir. Anger is absence of peace, brother. I mean, negativity is absence of positivity. Darkness is absence of light. So this is a thing that which we wants to understand better. Like get these things as soon as possible. You know, those things does not even exist. Those energies does not even exist. They do exist because something else do not exist. No, this is quite confusing, but this is true. It is, but it is not. It is not, but it is. The moment the person who is going to understand this thing can understand any single thing in this entire universe. This entire universe, multiverse, multiverse, whatever you say, the moment the person or the energy who can understand this thing, it is, but it is not, it is not, but it is, it will be at something else. That person will at something else level, you know. Yeah. These are just terms. These are just terms. It all depends on you that how you do define those terms. These terms are different from people to people, person to person, and those terms do get affected by the atmosphere or the surrounding that people do grows up, you know, the data I have told before, the data the mind captures, those do affects the fact, the reality of that person, of that individual, and that individual, when they grew up, those data, those data will eventually going to affect the surrounding of that individual as well. You getting me now? Perfect. So these things matters. The education of the child. I'm saying the child, what it will make them learn. These things do matters. You know? You know the biggest trap ever made on humankind is money. Money. That is the biggest trap ever made on humankind. To make them do what they are not supposed to do. Literally. Humankind is not doing the things what they are supposed to do. They are doing the things what someone else wants them to do. And that is fact. We are not a people, the humankind, the spirit. I'm just talking about some spiritual and soulful things. Humankind are never meant to do these materialistic things, you know. They were never ever meant to do this kind of things. We are only meant to do some thinking. Not only thinking, but exploring. Exploration, that matters. You know, energy matters. Energy matters, if you know what I mean. Energy always matters. And that's what we are supposed to do. Yeah. These are just traps. You know, these are just kind of trap made on us. Money, materialism. The biggest trap ever made, that is materialism. Security is just an illusion. Remember this thing. Security is just an illusion. And for the sake of that security, the money, the picture of money comes. That we are not insecure. Someone is making us feel insecure. The data I have told you, the data applying on our minds, yeah, that data, the insecurity that you are insecure, you are not safe, do this, do that, yeah. As I said before, we are not doing the things what we are supposed to do. We are doing the things what someone else wants us to do. Think of your own. I mean, think by your own. You have got your own mind, own mind too. Use it. I mean, use it, sir. Use it. Yeah. Reality can be faked, and it is faked. It is just an illusion. I mean, reality is just an illusion. It do not exist. Truth is pure. Truth is one. Reality to differs from people to people, from thought to thought, from culture to culture, from religion to religion, from country to country. It too differs, the reality. But the truth, it is one, just one. Truth is just one, the pure one. You know? So believe in that truth, not the reality. Not the reality depending on someone else's view. You know? Reality too differs, like someone else will going to tell the reality from their own experiences. So yeah, so in this way it is different. I mean, but the truth, it is reality is like, I mean, that we'd always say that God is one. Everyone says that. For someone else it's different, someone else is different, for some religion it's different, some religion is different. But as we say, God is one. So in that way, this one thing becomes always that, what is that thing? I mean, I just go blank in this only. There is a difference between me and me. If you know what I mean, this is interesting topic. Wait a second. This is really interesting topic. There is a difference between me and me. Now what I mean to say is, me. The me can be son of someone, brother of someone, friend of someone, or a lover of someone, or can be many things of someone. It differs. But the me, the real me, the spirit of me, the soul of me, that is just one. That is just one, and that is just pure. And that is different. That is the genuine one. That is the genuine one. So take out that spiritual thing out to this world as well. At that time, the difference will arise. The change or evolution of humankind will come when each of us will get to know this difference between you and you, me and me. Remember this thing. There is a difference. There is a difference. As I said before, that reality can be faked. That means me can be faked, but me, it is true and pure. It is one. It is truth. And what is this one? Where it came from? I don't know. I just go blank in that. It's kind of circle thing. It is connected with something, that is connected with something, that thing is connected with something, and that is connected with that first thing. It is on circle. But the question here arises that someone has to start this circle as well. I mean, how the circle started? Who who started this circle? And and moreover, why that person or that thing started this circle? Now, if someone is going to say it started itself, itself also says itself. If you know what I mean. See, it's really hard to understand, I mean, what I'm saying, but the person who knows these kind of things will going to easily understand what I mean to say. Itself is also a self. So that self is what? What is even that self? If you know what I mean, what is even that self who started this circle? No one knows. No one knows. Someone knows. Us, all of us knows, but not us. Maybe know the difference. Know this little difference. Know this little differences between these pure things and faked things. You know, always believe in these original things because those are permanent things. Yeah, permanent things to exist. Everyone says that it is some things that everything are temporary. No, brother, no. These original things because these things are energy. These things are energy, and energy do flows only. It only transforms from its one form to another form. That means it just flows. It just goes from one point to another, from one thing to another. But it is pure. It is one only, and it is permanent. So always believe in these things because they are permanent things. The materialistic thing or the reality thing, realistic things you to say, those are just temporary things, and it will lead you to nowhere. Nowhere. I mean, at nowhere. It doesn't lead everyone to. I mean, it doesn't lead anywhere. You're getting what I'm going to say? That be original, be genuine, be you. Yeah, people say be yourself. What does that mean? That means be yourself. Now you're getting me. Be yourself, not yourself, yourself. Be originally be that person, because that person is original, genuine one, the pure one, because that is energy, and energy cannot be faked. Only the mind, only the physical things can be faked, but the energy, the pure, the soul, that can never be faked, never ever. That can be layered only. So many layers are being added up, so many layers are added up into your energy as well. Just remove them, remove them, remove them, and sow up your real energy. So this world will be different. I promise this world will be different. Yeah, this world is awakening. It is awakening. And I like it because everyone is trying. I mean, I don't know, this shift I'm experiencing is different. Yeah, change happens. Change happens, and it has to happen at some point. At some point, change has to happen in place to start something new. Yeah, life is only one, brother. Life is only one. And what I mean to say by this is, I, I am permanent, but I, is temporary. So what I mean to say by life is only one is the connection, the combination of me and me. It happened only once. It has happened only once. Make it worthwhile. Sir, make it worthwhile. This combination, who knows when it will going to again going to happen. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Time do not exist, sir. Time do not exist. The only existence is the now moment. The now of things to exist only. The time, the frame, you know, uh, our life, our time. Time is kind of an animated movie. What is an animated movie? Is a combination of scenes. It is not a moving things. The animation is made by this. You capture if I want to capture a scene of my moving hand, the first thing I will do is capture my hand at this scene, at this frame, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and at a very high rate I will going to speed up the rate of the frame per second for this hand to illusion to make the illusion like this hand is moving. If you know what I mean. That is what time and moment is. This is moment. This is time. Now think on it. What I mean to say by this, you'll get to know many answers of your life, sir. Because to understand this kind of thing, me has explored so many things, so many worlds. I mean, me has tortured me. Yeah, literally, me has tortured me. I mean, to get to understand this kind of things or speaking up this kind of things, which is hard to understand, impossible to believe, but worth it to accept. Yeah, the most interesting thing, you know, from where I do get this motive. I mean, look up into the sky. I always say that. Look up into the sky. You'll just go blank. I mean, you'll feel something else, something different. That, like, you will get goosebumps, like I'm having right now by just thinking of the sky. You will see the infinity. Yeah, you will see the infinity. You will reflect your own self. You will see your own self into that, into the sky. You will understand that I'm just not able to explain this thing. As I've said before, the feelings cannot be seen in the words because they are real things, genuine, pure ones. So looking into the sky, you will get to know so many things. Seek for the answers, seek for the truth, not for the comfort, not for the comforted lies. Seek for the original truth. Always, always, no matter what, always seek for that truth. Ask questions, always. To your own self. To your own self, ask the questions. You will always get answers. Your mind do have the each and every single answers. Just have courage to ask. Learn to ask, always. Learn to ask. And learn to ask without pre-assuming, without prejudging. And this thing applies to this life as well, this world as well, this physical realm as well. Then learn to ask without pre-assuming, without prejudging. You will get to know better. Ask to learn, ask to gain knowledge, not to judge or not to give opinion. That's the that's the pure knowledge, that's the purity of a conversation. Ask to have a conversation, you know ask to have a genuine talk. These are some genuine and pure things that you cannot say into the words. But when you do it, when you go through these kind of things, when you do apply, when you do practice this thing in real life, you will just feel it. You just feel different. Like, see, you cannot say it in the words. You will just feel it. Something else about these kind of things. Believe in them. I will say that. Life will be different. So, life will be different. Okay, so many more to come yet. It's been half an hour. Half an hour of time has been elapsed. Okay, so there are plenty more to come. Plenty more. I mean, yeah, I will do this. I will do this because me to talks to me each and every time. And my mind, the physical mind, has its own capacity. So me do not understand that my mind has its capacity. So I had to take these things out. So I will be doing these things again to talk with my own self. Brother, me will going to talk to me. No, me will going to talk to me. So I'm also saying that you should talk to you more than anyone else. Always remember, everything starts and ends from you, within you. Always remember that. Have a talk with you, sir. Have a talk with you. Let's you speak up to you. Because as I've said before, everything starts and ends from you, within you. Thank you.